Hey you guys, it's Celia and I'm back with another video. I'm back in my car, back for another car talk video. And today I have a story time for you. So if you missed my last one, I'll put that video down below. And yeah, I'm gonna just jump right into it. You guys can probably tell what this is about based off of the title. Ignore my pimple. And two, I did do this braided ponytail, similar to when I did the ponytail with like the twist, but this time I did braids, and I did film if you guys wanted to see. I'm posting it anyways. I don't know why I'm saying that. But anyways, yeah, just jumping into the story, y'all. Actually, before I jump into, let me make sure I angled this right. Okay, so before I actually jump into the story, just in case I get any like rude type of comments or somebody saying anything, y'all, this is something I did when I believe I was 14 years old when I did this. Lying about my age. Yes, I know it's wrong. Yes, I know it can get people into trouble. Yes, I have grown from this. Like I said, I was young, I was dumb. So yeah, don't try and come for me. Yeah. So getting straight into the video, or into the story time. I was, like I said, I was 14 years old, and at this point, I was still on MySpace. So MySpace, at this time, it was basically like ending kind of, and I feel like people were kind of switching over to Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. Like, this is just the beginning stages. I feel like, I don't know, I can't really remember because it was so long ago, but I was still on MySpace, so yeah. And it was the summer of, the summer of 8th grade. So I was going into freshman year. My birthday is in July. I have a summer birthday, so I'm always like a year younger than everyone else. So while everybody else is about to be 15, or they're already 15, I'm not 15 until the end of the school year. But yeah, anyways, I was 14, I was on MySpace, and this guy had messaged me, and y'all, he was so freaking cute. Like, I'm just speaking from back when this actually happened. I just thought this guy was so cute. And so, we're kind of just talking in the DMs, in the MySpace messages. And, he asked me how old I was. He had told me he was 17. So, I'm 14, he's 17. I'm about to start freshman year, he's about to start senior year. So, I already knew, or at least I felt in my heart, if I told him I was 14, he was not going to want to talk to me. And at this point, I don't remember if it was like, him trying to be my boyfriend or trying to be anything. He probably was just trying to be my friend. But I just felt like, what 17-year-old is going to want to talk to a 14-year-old little girl, So I lied. Not by much, y'all. I just said I was 15. Because, 14 and 17, 15 and 17. 15 just sounds much better. So, I told him I was 15. We started talking more, ended up, exchanging numbers, and then we started texting. So, I'm learning more about him. He's learning more about me through these texts. If you hear anything, that's Samaya. Her nose is clogged up and she's asleep, so it sounds loud to me. But anyways, yeah, we're talking through text. I figure out that he actually lived literally in the same apartment complex as me. But the only thing was, I was moving literally when we first started talking. So we never got the chance to actually like run into each other. For one, I was scared as heck. I didn't even tell him that we lived close to each other. I lied and said I already moved because I was so shy back then. Like, I couldn't even get the guts to like just come outside and say hi to him before I moved. So I moved, and I did actually end up going back to my old apartments to see him. I snuck over there. I told my mom that I was going to my friend's house because she lived in the apartment complex. And I actually did go to my friend's house and see her, but of course I ended up seeing the guy. And we didn't do anything. We were just sitting out front of the apartments talking. His friend was with him, so we were just talking and stuff. He made me some, What, I think he made me some top ramen, some noodles, y'all. And I thought I was so special. Like, who am I? Anyways, and we were kind of just hugging on each other and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing serious, y'all. So yeah, fast forward. I'm just going to fast forward past all of that because y'all kind of have a backstory. There's no reason for me to really get in detail. So I'm just going to fast forward to when I got caught. So, like I said, we had been texting. I don't know if we talked on the phone. We majority just texted. And he had let me know that, you know, he was into rapping and writing and poems, poetry, things like that. So he would send me little poems here and there and raps and songs that he had made. And he was really, really good, you guys. He was very talented. Not to talk about people and, you know, chasing their dreams and wanting to do certain things, but I feel like a lot of people, they're just not that good at music, you know, and he was really good. So, like I said, he was sending me little poems and things like that. So, on this particular day, you guys, when I got caught, or when my parents found out, whatever, I guess, according to my mom, I was giving her attitude. I can't really remember. I don't remember giving her attitude. Maybe I was, but I really didn't think it was that much big of a deal. So to her, you know, she see I got an attitude and I'm all up on my phone all day texting this guy. So she took my phone from me, y'all. And, you know, I'm mad because she took my phone. And I wasn't really thinking much of it. I wasn't thinking that she was going to go into my phone and actually read my text messages and things. And she freaking did. So, you know, I'm just in my room, don't got my phone, I'm bored, I'm mad. Next thing I know, she comes into my room yelling, asking me what this poem or poetry, whatever the heck is about, who I'm talking to. And the reason she was doing that is because, y'all, don't judge me, he had sent me a few, like, sexual type of poems or raps or whatever the heck. Ooh, my hand cramped up. I was supposed to put this little thing up, but it won't stick. I don't know what I did to it, but anyways, let me make it so my hand is not. Okay, so, he had sent me I don't know if it was one or two, it might have been a couple, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. He had sent me, you know, sexual type of stuff inside of the poem or whatever. My mom was reading it, because I know for a fact I saved them like a freaking dummy. And, okay, I don't even have to tell you guys this, but at this point, I was still a virgin. I was not doing anything, and me and him had not did anything. It was literally just text messages, him, like, just describing crap. So, you know, she's mad. She's wondering what the heck is going on. Am I doing stuff? Who is this? She wants to know. So, my stepdad, he actually went and called the guy. He called the freaking number, you guys. And I was freaking out. I was just freaking out because I'm like, one, like, what are you guys doing? What the heck? And then two, I was like, oh my God, they're going to figure out that this boy is 17 years freaking old. So they called him. My stepdad was going in on him, yelling at him, saying he's going to jail and all type of weird, crazy crap. And, you know, I'm hearing this. And so I just took it upon myself to be like, you know what? I lied about my age. That's why he's talking to me. Don't go in on him, go in on me, kind of. Like, I did not want him getting in trouble or I didn't know what was actually going to happen. I didn't know if they was going to try to do anything. I mean, what can you really do because of a sexual poem? You know, like I said, nothing happened. But I just did not want, in that moment, I was just thinking like, okay, this is my fault. Let me just take the fall for it. So, yeah. They ended up calling him and apologizing, blah, blah, blah. And then I was in freaking trouble, of course, for lying about my age. And, yeah, that's pretty much the story, y'all. That is pretty much the story. In that moment, y'all, it was just I was very upset. I was very scared. I was like, okay, what the heck are they about to do? They're about to call the freaking police. Like, what is going on? So, yeah, I got in trouble. I was freaking grounded and whatever else. The guy, we did not talk at all. And, it was very awkward because we were going to the same high school. I remember the first day of school for my freshman year, I was walking into the building and I saw him, you guys, and I literally did like a freaking U-turn because I just could not face him. So eventually he did actually end up messaging me again and just kind of asking me like what was up with that, why did you lie about your age, we could have still just been friends, we could have just been cool, blah blah blah. And I explained it to him, and after that it was dead. He wasn't upset with me. He didn't feel any type of way. And then over the course of the years we did still kind of just talk. We didn't hang out or anything, but we did like text or message and see how each other are doing. But yeah, that was the time I lied about my age. I'm sorry if y'all thought I was going it was going to be any deeper than that or crazy, but it was crazy to me. And I definitely learned my lesson. I definitely did not ever do that again in my life. Just because that can be serious, especially if things are going down. And yeah, that was the time I lied about my age. And I didn't really get caught. I could have just kept my mouth shut. I don't know what would happen if I didn't say anything. But, I learned my lesson. I would never do that again. I never have did that again. And it's just a story to tell about, sometimes you're young and you're dumb and you just do things. Especially, I don't know about men, but I know for girls, little girls, young girls, we do a lot of stupid stuff because we like a boy or we want a boy to like us, and just dumb stuff that we really do not have to do. So let me know if you guys have ever did anything crazy or sneaky or that you should not have when you were younger, because we all have. Everybody does different things, but we've all done things we regret, done things we shouldn't have done, things like that. So let me know something crazy you guys have done for, to get a guy's attention, or I don't know, just tell me something. So yeah, that's the end of this video, you guys. Let me know down below your thoughts. Have you done anything like this? I would like to know. But don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, you guys, and I will see you in another video.